And then item S is a joint resolution with the Oklahoma City Economic Development Trust approving an allocation to the City of Oklahoma City in an amount not to exceed $4 million from Increment District 2's other public development costs. This is for the purpose of the MAPS 3 Union Station renovation at 300 Southwest 7th, and I think we have a presentation.
Yes, Ryan Eshelman is here with GSB to give us a presentation on this project.
Great. Good morning to you all. I'm here to talk about the renovation of Union Station, which is located on the south end of Scissortail Park. Let me advance here. There we go. South end of Scissortail Park. Built in the golden age of rail travel in about 1930, had about 2 decades of kind of its heyday, and then it was habits changed and the city changed and it kind of disappeared into obscurity. Fortunately for us, the building has been incredibly well taken care of and is now exposed to public view by the development of the park after being buried among commercial development south of downtown for many, many years. You can see an aerial of it, and it's abutment to the park, to the rail line on I-40 to the south. As I mentioned, the building's in really good condition, needs a little bit of renovation on the interior and exterior. It's been used as an office building by Embark for many years, and we're proposing to return it to public use. You can see a lot of the existing or the original infrastructure still in the building, light fixtures, cornice, stonework, and you can also see on the right the office building that they built inside of the original waiting hall that will be removed. And this is what we propose to do, is to return it to its original glory and to make it a public facility again, to host events, to host park visitors, and to make the public portion of the building public again. So this is an image of the east waiting hall hosting an event. You can see the old ticket windows, you can see all the original cornice work and light fixtures and everything that would be restored as a part of the renovation. The building is made up of 2 portions, the former public portion, which we're calling Area A to the north, and areas B and C are former baggage and cargo areas. Those are not proposed to be renovated as a part of this project. We'll be focused on the north half of the building. You can see it consists of the 2 original waiting halls, support areas and circulation areas, restrooms, meeting and office space. The blue area is proposed for renovation by this funding, but we'd like to tackle the alternate areas highlighted in orange so that we really complete the renovation of the entire north portion of the building. Part of what makes this project challenging is it's historic. It was built in 1930 at a time when buildings were not, did not have central air conditioning in those systems, and we are introducing lots of people into those spaces for large events. Think about filling those rooms on August, at 3 in the afternoon on August 15th when the air conditioning demand is at the highest. And so we are building a Swiss watch. This is an image on the right that shows the air conditioning system that's going to be integrated into the attic of the facility to support all of that. This has to be done invisibly so we don't compromise any of the historical character of the building. As I mentioned, large occupancy spaces will be able to host as many as 600 people, over 350 at tables, and a smaller amount in the West Hall, which will also function as kind of a arrival and visitor center for the park itself that the foundation will operate. Upgrading all the HVAC systems, providing new electrical service to support not only the HVAC demands, but also the convenience power. Buildings in 1930 did not have the electrical infrastructure that we would expect today for a modern event center. Upgrading some plumbing, there's some failed sewer lines under the building that need to be replaced, and upgrading the water service. And then, as I mentioned, lots of selective historical renovation to lighting, windows, interior plaster, terrazzo floors, exterior stonework, modernizing many of those historic fixtures as well. Some furniture for the facility and completing the fire protection system to protect it in perpetuity. I need to go back really quick, mention This project has a little over $12.5 million in funding from the residual revenues from MAPS 3. This was not originally a MAPS 3 project, but it has been allocated those funds. But we are about $4 million short to complete all of the work that I've described. So some of the things that would be have to be cut out of the project without the additional funding includes the items listed on the screen. We would have to utilize a different mechanical system, which would use rooftop equipment or some other things that would not be compatible with the historic character of the building. Would have to forego some of the infrastructure improvements, eliminate alternates, eliminate some of the AV infrastructure that would be needed to support events and the like. So this is a request to utilize those TIF funds to complete the funding, close the funding gap, and hopefully, with the help of Lingo Construction, there's a construction manager, reintroduce this facility to the public in a couple years. Any questions for me?
Thanks, Ryan.
Super.
All right. Well, it's exciting. So we can take up the resolution found at item S. Got a motion and a second. Cast your votes.